Hello everybody, I'm Aaron Simmons. This is Philosophy for Where We Find Ourselves, April 23rd, 2020. I've decided to do a two-part series today and tomorrow on what I take to be two genuine problems that are being expressed within some segments of the Christian community in America. I offer this criticism not only as a philosopher who sees an incompatibility with the Christian narrative and the views that are being articulated, but also as someone who identifies within the Christian community as a Pentecostal Christian. What are these two views? Today I'm going to discuss one, tomorrow I'll discuss the other. The first is simply this supposed invulnerabilism that is attendant to being a Christian. Recently, some people were interviewed disobeying stay-at-home orders and heading to church to meet in person because they said, "The blood of Christ protects me. I'm covered by God. I have nothing to fear." Now, of course, the problem with that view is that it assumes being a Christian no longer requires you to be a human. It acts as if we are invulnerable to any sort of decay, any sort of danger, any sort of suffering and pain. But that, let me suggest, both as a philosopher and a Christian, is an antithetical view to what Christianity itself articulates. Christianity provides, in its Christocentric narrative, an account of the divine that is not unable to suffer, not an account of God that is invulnerable and disengaged, standing removed from human history. It offers an account of God that actually is invested in and suffering with us. That account of a God who suffers too is enough, it seems to me, to dismiss any conception of Christian life being some sort of immunity pill from the slings and arrows of outrageous mortal fortunes. Why is it that some people would misunderstand this view so deeply? I think it's actually anchored in what we're going to talk about tomorrow, which is a conception of sovereignty that gets cashed out in relationship to the idea that everything is predetermined, that what will happen happens for a reason, and God is in control of all of it. If God's in control of all of it, then we have nothing to fear, and so we are protected by God, invulnerable to what may come, because nothing comes that is not ordained by the divine. Tomorrow we'll consider that problematic notion of sovereignty. But today, may we invite ourselves to challenge this, what I would describe as a heresy of invulnerabilism, a view that rejects the very center and core of a Christian narrative grounded in the story of a God who suffers also. Let me refer you to Madeleine L'Engle, who is famous for writing A Wrinkle in Time. Madeleine L'Engle, a Christian author and artist, says the following: "Being a Christian, being saved, does not mean that nothing bad is ever going to happen. Terrible things happen to Christians as well as to Hindus and Buddhists and hedonists and atheists, to human beings. When the phone rings at an unexpected hour, my heart lurches. I love, therefore I am vulnerable. When we were children, we used to think that when we were grown up, we would no longer be vulnerable. But to grow up is to accept vulnerability." Rather than looking at one's religious tradition and Christianity in particular as some sort of protective covering against our human condition, let's instead recognize that the Christian narrative is of a God who invites us to be fulfilled within that condition. We've got to be smart in response to the threats that accompany embodied human frailty. To Christians and everyone, stay at home. Listen to the epistemic authorities that invite us to take seriously how to be embodied in responsible ways. I do believe that God suffers with us, but I also believe, as we'll discuss tomorrow, that God expects us not to be idiots. So let's continue this conversation tomorrow. I hope to see you then, unless a piano falls on our heads.